This is what I like to call the more interesting end of the tribe, or at least the tribal village. I am the Beard, and this is Ancient Cities, and today we're going to continue to try and make it, I suppose, more interesting. So if we slowly sort of wander this way, I really like these wooden boardway walk things. I think they give the place a lot of structure, kind of like it's sort of lived in. I also really love the idea of doing things like this, these little sort of alcoves where we can put these little torches in. I think we've got another little bend here that we can play with as well. So as I promised today, I want to try and focus on this area. So we've got some big fields going up here, and I'd like to start a big religious project. Why are our goats over here? Why are the goats over there? Your food's all the way down there, buddies. So another little sort of religious project somewhere over here, almost to sort of echo what we're doing over here. This is sort of becoming the, I don't know, the religious center of town, and we're going to have a lot more fields out here, and I think we'll do more housing around this section. I like the idea of the housing sort of being here and here, and we'll sort of ponder what happens to this, the goat pen and the dairy, which is up and running. I also think that perhaps what we need to do before we start all of that is we need to think about some storage for the dairy area. That is a key thing to be done. Now, I would love to be using these clay containers. That would be the ideal, so to speak, but we do not have the architecture knowledge yet for clay containers, so I think we're going to have to default to baskets, although I don't know if the pits, let's just have a look, there's a pit over here. Can the pits take cheese? No, they cannot. Alright, I also think this torch here, it's in a bit of a weird place. We'll come back to that area later. Let's put some baskets down here for the cheese guys, shall we? I think we're gonna need two. We're gonna need some here. What I want to just actually want to do it over here by this tree. So we'll do this like that. I think we'll do one over there, and we'll do one like this. These are temporary. So one for incoming milk, and then one for the cheese eventually. We also have a fire pit here as well. I'm hoping that they start to lurk around here a bit more. And I think there's still some more clearing that needs to be done here too. Yeah, that would be good. Okay, so baskets there, and we'll do that tree. Right, let's get back to what we were talking about here. We're going to have to get more wooden planks. Now, if I remember, I turned these off. I did. I paused them, so I'm going to unpause these. Unpause. And I'll put them on sort of a medium priority there. I don't think we have any planks stored at all at the moment. Let's speed things up and get people... Or actually, I'm going to up this a priority because we're going to need some planks. We have wood. Look. We've got wood. So much wood. So that's fine. And fiber. And that's all coming from our flax crops. So our flax crops are doing us like an insane job on the fiber front. I'm really happy about that. What's this over here? That's a hay feeder. I think we can dismantle this, please. Can we dismantle this? Herders. You know what we need to do? We need to assign this back to the tribe. There you go. Come and dismantle this. Look, this is our flax storing area, and we've got wild flax growing where we store the flax. I think this flax field's great, don't you? I think we can also start feeding the animals some leftover flax seeds. Are we clearing the ground here to build that fire? That would be great. Okay, so now that we've switched the things back on, the wooden, whatever you call it, the plank wood sawmill vibes, we are going to speed up time, number one, get those drums rolling, and we are going to come back in the morning when it's easy to see, and then we'll think about what we want to do over here, which I think is going to be very interesting. We're going to have a lot of clearing of ground as well. Perhaps what we're going to do now is, before the next day is over, we're just going to shift this up one notch quickly. So from just gonna go to sort of the more communal tasks orientation here, and see if we can eke out a few more members of the tribe to focus on what we're going to try and accomplish and build over here. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Well, it's a very good morning to you, everyone. I told you we'd be back. Yeah, let's, now that the tribe is up and about, I'm actually going to slow things down. And we're going to talk about this. I think the first thing is obviously to plan the wooden walkways, correct? Or at least, no, I actually think what we should do is we should decide on what religious monument we're going to put up first. That would be the most obvious thing to do. Now, I'm kind of amped on a minier. We've got one of these small temple miniers, which only cost us 1,000 stone. This is also going to cost us 1,000. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put that over here. I feel like this is a really cool thing to build. A big flat rock. I think we're also going to put it at a sort of a rotated angle. And we're going to try put it like sort of slap bang in the middle here. So that there's space on either side for paths. Okay, so boom. Oh yes, it's one of these. Oh, I forgot. This makes it even more complex. Okay, so I want to see if we can get in here. They're 1,000 each. How do I get is this a center? Yes, that's the center. The center line. I don't know if we're going to have enough space in here, everyone, for one of these. We might need to rethink the plan. I had forgotten that these were... That looks so good, doesn't it? Do you think there's space on that side for... You know what we should do? We should turn on the... Yes. Should turn that on, because I think the planks require a space of 2. So we could do that, and there would be planks running. We could do this. We could actually do this. I kind of want to. Or the planks 3. The planks might need a space of 3. Hang on, let's have a look here. Planks need a space of 3. Yeah, or sort of 2.5, if that makes sense. Okay, so how about if we go like the centers there, then we won't be able to get a walkway on that side, but we will on this side, which is fine considering this could be a more agricultural area. See, I'm just seeing if I can, if that's the center should be there. This is a very interesting one to try and get right. I want to try stick with 4, which I think is the minimum. We can definitely get walkways on the one side, on the 2 sides there. I might have to swap that fence gate around. I think we should do it. We're committing. We've committed. That's 4,000 stone, that. That's going to be quite a project, everyone. Quite a project. Okay, let's see if we can get this right now. So if that's where that's going to go. Correct. We want to build wooden walkways like this. To maybe over here. And then can we angle it over to connect to this? That could be quite cool, couldn't it? We could do that. An angled walkway like that. And then... in. I'm trying to get it into the same sort of... that feels correct. Or we could just do this. I think we should just place that one there, so it's in. We could go like this. Like an angle. It doesn't work as well, does it? I wonder what this will look like. And in like that. I think it's probably worth a try, don't you think? No, actually, because what we want is we want one to go like this as well. What we're actually going to do is we're going to start it over there, and we're going to go like that. Yes, okay. And then from here, in. Rad, okay. So that's got that down. That was actually much simpler than I thought. Then we're going to run this to, I think, yeah. And then this part's going to go to there. And then the middle of this is going to go out like this. Do we run this as far as we can? I think we run it to like there. And then can we run one out like this? We can. And can we run something like this? We got a joiner. We got the yellow joining marks. I want to see if I can run something here as well. We got a yellow joining marks. Can I run something here? Whoa. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how that turns out. That's quite a lot of planks, I think. It's quite a lot of planks. So I'm going to speed things up. And then what we'll do is we'll skip forward slightly. I can see a gap there as well. Let's fix that too. While we're at it, shall we? Where are we again? Decorations. Yes. I want that to be fixed. Thank you. There you go. Yes. No gaps here. And over here actually as well. Let's get one in like that. And I want to link this up here. Yes. And perhaps potentially over here too. And here. See if we could turn that into a fully platformed area. It'll be interesting to see if we can do that actually. Maybe I should just run one down the middle. We'll see. Anyway, regardless of that, I will see you in a few moments. Unless there are any interruptions or things that need to be pointed out. Yes, this looks good over here. I reckon we can do stuff like this. There's our cow, everyone. Our cow is just sort of here. We need another cow. That's another thing that we hope will happen. Hopefully the interruption is a cow. That would be great, wouldn't it? Okay, wait. Let's do something about this as well. I keep thinking about things before we leave. I want to take our builder group. Yeah, builders. And I want to assign them specifically to this project here. Yes. So the builders are now in charge of the veneer, correct? Yes, I think so. And I've upped the amounts of them that they should be. We did. I don't know if 3 more are going to join them. I hope they do. Looks like we've got a selection of middle-aged women who are currently the builders in the tribe. Which is an interesting progressive choice by the Las Barbas. I kind of like it. It's been a full year, everyone. A full year. The tribe has survived pretty well. We have not done so well, however, at getting a lot of this construction done. Let's just go over and have a closer look, shall we? As you can see here, they've managed to get more of the field walls up. They've started to lay some of the wooden planks here, and I'm really enjoying how this has turned out here. I think it looks fantastic. We're going to have to join that, but we'll do that later. They're busy laying down here. We're going to need some more graves, everyone, in this area very soon, I think. And the good news is that the manure here has begun to be raised. But, and there's always a but, and we're going to pull this up now. Let's just move this all out. So we got 81 people in the village now, but we are currently sitting with 7% of the population who do not have houses. And this is not as a result of any of them, as far as I can tell. This one here, not enough reed available. Whoa. So there's a bit of a reconstruction being done. Let's go and have a look at our... Where's our gatherers? I think it was our gatherers B or C. Or it's A. Is it gatherers A? Gatherers A. Reed. you guys should be on that. So you're on the reed. Your limit reached on the sticks and on the straw. So you're on the reed. Okay, good. So hopefully the fixing of some of these will help. But we are drastically, I think, in need of getting here to the architecture requirements for mud houses. That would be a huge boon to the tribe. In fact, let's have a look here at our architecture. Are we improving architecture in any way, shape, or form? I think we are. The tribe knowledge is pretty good, to be honest. But we're going to need some temporary solutions. Now, I kind of want to do that out here. So I do think that this here would be a really good place for a housing run. So we are going to do some temporary houses in here. We could do some stone pit huts, but those take a while to build. We could do a big reed hut. That might satisfy and accommodate quite a lot of people, which I think is what I'm going to choose. Satisfying and accommodating a lot of people is a thing. So we're going to do this out here by these fields. Maybe even this way. Yes, and I'm hoping we can get like one of those interesting, an interesting wall around this as well. So let's do that. And we will put this guy on super high priority and we'll speed up the tribe. And once again, I will make sure that the tribe completes this. And yeah, we'll be back. Or I'll be back. Yeah, look, they started already. Can you see? Look at that. It's like clearing ground. Good stuff. They all know they need houses. See you in a few moments. Right, so I've done something that I think is really rather smart, to be honest. And what I've done is I've assigned those builders to this job over here, and they've made pretty good progress. But as you can see, these fields here are going to be up pretty soon as well. And the tribe is making really solid work on the walkways here. It's really going to look so good. We're going to have like a really walked up thing. And actually, I wanted to take this opportunity to count how many houses we have. We have 4 over here. So that's 4. That's 5, 6, right? 5, 6 over there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so we got 18 houses. I think the first milestone is 25. I was just trying to see about how far along we were, and if we are going to get to 25 before we sort of hit the mud hut building. I'm also starting to think that maybe it's a good idea that we keep 1 or 2 pelt huts up as sort of a holding area for incoming migrants. We don't actually use much of our leather that we've gathered, which we're still drying and we're still hunting, etc. So there's actually a big pile of raw hides that we haven't really processed much of. I think we might want to start looking at processing them and maybe then trading with some of that raw leather with some of the other tribes. But also using it, as I said, to keep some holding areas. And I've just noticed that the farmers have started the fields here. This is the new wheat fields over here that are going to go. And look, the workers are coming out to work on this new hut here. So yeah, I'm thinking that if we're going to do a holding area, a sort of spot for people to sort of hang out and as a sort of holding pattern, I want to do it around this end here. I also want to kind of wall off what we've done here with our workshop area. I think it needs to be a little bit more defined. What do you think? Do you think we do it here by the comfort trees, or do we do it kind of down here near the main entrance as a sort of like welcome kind of thing? Could do it here. What is in these? Are these raw fish? We should move these baskets, shouldn't we? Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we do like a holding area here, like a sort of welcome to the tribe sort of area. But let's move those fish baskets first, I think. I don't think there's enough raw fish storage along here. So maybe that's where we should move these two. I'm going to move them to here by the tree. Yeah, like that. And I think we can remove these 2 baskets as well. Okay, let's keep the pace up, everyone. We don't want to slow down. So we've still got stone, which is good. This is they're going to take these down now. Great. And then I think what we can do is we'll plan together maybe 1 or 2 peltats. So if you have a look here, this is what I was talking about. Look how much leather and hide we have here. I think this is the leather and this is the hide. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is the raw hide. So we've got 14 raw and 29 leather. So we are sort of producing here. And I'm thinking that maybe we even expand this production line here so we have a lot more leather. And then use that as trading items, really. We start trading with some of the other tribes because we haven't really played with that much. I think that's kind of a cool idea. Let's take this one down, everyone. But while they do that, I suppose we can go to the building. Yes, it's not going to be the greatest comforts, but I think that's not the point. The point is to give people a sort of place to stay. I think you can have how many people again in here? Sleeps 3. Yeah, this is why we might need 2 of them. That's kind of why I was thinking 2 of them. So I'm actually thinking that we do them like this. We're going to give them their own fireplace and everything. We'll make it snazzy for them. But we're not gonna sort of over cater, if that makes sense. Plus, no one really wants to sleep in these. If there's available space elsewhere, people are gonna go and sleep elsewhere, right? At least that's what I assume. Let's build them quite close back here to the rock. We'll put them in here. It's not the nicest place to live. It's gonna be near all the industry, but that's all right. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to place a service area, and I'm actually going to make it a small fireplace. Yes, I'm going to make a small fireplace like that, and then we're going to do more housing. We're going to do this over here. Okay, so we'll have this directly out the front here. This is backup housing, at least for 6 immigrants, right? Yeah, 6 immigrants. 6 immigrants at the minimum can come and hang out in here. Yes. Okay, cool. Now let's turn this on, and we're gonna break a rule quickly. I said I wouldn't do this, but I kind of want to do it. So I'm going to, because I can. We're gonna build a wall. Yes, along here. From here. Maybe we can build it in there. Let's build it like this. I want to build it all the way along here to the back of the tent, like that. And then I want to do a curve like this. So we can make something. It's got to be a little bit interesting, right? And this is all very boring on this side of the map. So excuse the camera. That's terrible experience for you all there. Yeah, I'm thinking like this. And then what we do is we go in again if we can. Maybe like that. Oh, let's not do that. I should have. Okay, let's just do this first. We'll do that to there. At least that wall's in. Then we're gonna start this curve. We're gonna start the curve. I start there. I can. We're gonna start the curve like this. We're not gonna make it as big as I was planning. We're gonna go in slightly. I was kind of, yeah, let's do that. And then we can go along to there. And then we'll leave, start over here. And we'll go a little curve. I want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. That's kind of cool, yeah? That's interesting. We can do a torch in there then. Yep. Awesome. Okay, cool. And that's going to be the start, not only of a little holding area for speed everyone up for that, but also a way for us to start demarcating, I think, this plank production area, which I think we're going to make a lot more use of throughout the series, because these plank walkways, they just tie everything together, you know. I really like it. I also am thinking that since we have so many logs around, we might, I like the idea of additional log storages in places, and back here might be a good place to put two. Let's see if there's space around here anywhere. Does it make sense? No, I only kind of want to put them where they make sense. Might make sense to plop two over here as log stores. That's quite good. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that. Right, speed up, everyone. And then I will let this sort of gather a little bit more speed. We'll try and get. Hey, look at the tribe having a good time around this fire. I'm trying to figure out how they choose which fire that they congregate around. And I think it's the game does it in the order in which you build the fires. So I think this was because they used to gather around the fire that we put over here, which is the first fire. I think this was the second fire we ever built. I need to remember that for future playthroughs, because if that is the case, then you could manipulate into the tribe into having a sort of very big central area that they continuously gather at. But that would take very careful planning. I need to make a note of that because it's going to affect future playthroughs, I think. I've just noticed we're starting to run out of straw as well. Right, let's get onto that, and I'll see you all again in a few moments. So our temporary immigration center has been built, everyone. I need to remember that getting up these pelt huts is pretty quick. The tribe is super fast about it, and it didn't take them long to do these stone walls here, probably because the storage of stone or availability of stone was close by. That is something that we need to remember. So we've got lots of space in here in the next episode to start direct decorating. I think that there's a couple of torches that need to go in here, some benches, etc. But if we pan out over here, these two fields are now in, and so is our new little housing area over here, which I actually think is going to become more sort of permanent, I think. And that means we can start branching out that way. And if we zoom out, oh man, the Bremas tribe, well, not the Bremas tribe, Las Barbas, that's the one. The Bremas was the first one we played, wasn't it? Las Barbas tribe, they've gotten, that's big. This is a settlement and a half. You know, this to me says in the future archaeologists will dig it up and find these weird sections of walls and wonder what happened here. And that is what we are creating. I also like the fact that we're fast eating the first cemetery we created. It's going to become a part of the settlement pretty soon. So as always, I'd like to thank you all for joining me. If you've got any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I always love hearing from you all. And I will see you all tomorrow for the next one. Until then, look after yourself. I am the Beard, signing out.